Today we're going to take a look at Google Keep. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Chrome Web Store, and you are going to add Google Keep, the app. And then go ahead and add it to Chrome. And then also on this same screen you're going to see Google Keep, the extension. So you want to go ahead and add the extension as well. And remember, extensions are going to install up to the right of the Omnibox. And that one is still running. Actually, they're both still checking. Okay, there we go. So we have the app added, Google Keep, right here. And also, it's grayed out at the moment, but that's because we're not on a web page where we can copy that to. You're also going to see the app or the extension Save to Keep. Okay, so you have both of those installed. So we're going to start the app, and when we start the app, I'm going to go ahead and maximize it so it gets rid of the stuff behind. The first thing that we're going to do is to take a note. So I want you to go ahead and pause the video and get Google Keep added and the extension added as well. So both of those added, so go. Okay, now that you've had a chance to install both the app and the extension from the Chrome Web Store, the first thing that we're going to do is to take a note. So we're going to click right here where it says take a note, and then you'll notice that you can take a note and you can also give it a title. So we're going to start by the title, and the title is going to be Progress Reports, and yes, they are coming out the end of the month, which is actually September 30th. So we're going to add the note, due September 30th. Wow, I can't spell today. Oh my. There we go. And then you just hit done. And then when you hit done, you have your first note. You have a title, and then the text. Progress reports are due to the office by September 30th. I'm not sure when you're going to get yours, but we have to have them in the office by the 30th. So that's going to be our first note. So what I'd like for you to do is hit pause, and then you go to your Google Keep app, launch it, and make yourself a note just like I did. The topic can be your own. It just needs to have a title and then something about the note. So go ahead and hit pause. Okay, now that you have one note added, we're going to go ahead and make another note. This one, though, we're going to change so that it's a list so that we can check those off. So we're going to click up here to take a note. You can see over here it can be a new list, it can be a note with an image. We're going to click to take a new note, and the title of this note is going to be homework. And then so we have check boxes that we can check things off of. We're going to click this button right here, this more button, and when you click that more button, you can make the note so that it will show check boxes. So we're going to click show check boxes, and then we're going to list 5 homework items. So let's say you have for computer tech, Google Keep assignment, even though it's not homework. I suppose it could be homework if you don't get done today. Okay, so let's say you have math homework, you have a report in English, you have a presentation in biology, and let's say, oh, I erased that. So let's go back, presentation in biology. And the fifth one is to study for your test. Okay, so we have those 5 items, and then when we're finished with it, we'll go ahead and click Done. So now we have a second note, and that second note is for homework. As you finish things up, because we have check boxes, you just check it off, and then it goes away and shows that it's been completed. You can even click this More button, and you can copy that to a doc if you want to. You can archive, you can change the color, which we're going to go back and do. You can share, and you can also set a reminder. So you've got those items that you can do. If I wanted to add to it, then I'd just click on the note, it would open back up, and then maybe something else happened, and I have let's see, quiz in art. I can add that, and then again I go ahead and click Done, and then my note's back here. So go ahead, hit pause. The next note that you add on your Google Keep account is going to be a homework with check boxes, and you put in your actual homework that you need to do. I want you to list 5 items that you can be working on for homework, either stuff that's due or stuff that will be assigned later. So hit pause and add your second note. Okay, the next note is going to be an image note. So we're going to create a note with an image. So we want to go up here and click Take a Note, and the title is going to be Homecoming Dance. And in the note part, we'll write, let's see, October 1st, 7 to 11 at Monroe Central. And then we're going to click here to add the image, and then it would open up. I'm going to go to my downloads. I think I have a Seminole. It opens like this. You see the image, you see the title, you have your text explaining the note, and then you go ahead and click Done, and now you have an image note. Now you notice I spelled dance wrong, so I'm going to click on it to open it back up, and I'll go back in here and fix that, hit Done, and then my note's ready to go. So what I want you to do next is to add your third note. It's going to be an image note. It does not have to be about the homecoming dance. It just has to have a title, it has to have text for the note, and it has to have an image. So you decide what you want to add for your third note. Just go ahead and hit pause, and then we'll come back and carry on. Okay, the next note that we're going to add is going to be with our extension that we added. So I'm going to go ahead and restore this so I can kind of move it around and see what's going on. We're going to go to a website, and I'm just going to pick the school website. I'll tell you what, me and the keyboard is not getting along well this evening. There we go. Okay, so let's say that you're out online, you're doing some research. I just brought up this site so we can test it. We have a website open. With the website open, you'll notice that this button now became active, because when I was back here in the Chrome Web Store, do you see how this is grayed out? But when I'm on an actual website, this Save to Keep extension is active. So to save a website, to come back to, save the link, make some notes about it, you're going to click the extension, and then it's going to show up Monroe Central High School. Take a note. The note is going to be, title is going to be Google Keep Extension. And the note I'm going to write is going to be, this was taken with the Google Keep extension. And then you'll notice that it's saving it automatically. So even though I'm not in Google Keep right now, it is saving it. It says it's saved. I could add a label if I wanted to. I could remove the hyperlink if I wanted to. I could trash it if I wanted to. So that's saved as it is. So if I go back here to Keep and open it back up, you can see that right here was that note that I just took with the extension called Google Keep Extension. It has the website address, and then the note text says that this was taken with the Google Keep extension. So what I'd like for you to do is hit pause, and then you're going to title yours Google Keep extension. You're going to clip a website from it, add a note to it so that it's very obvious when I grade it that this one was taken with the Google Keep extension. So like I said, go ahead and hit pause on the video and then take your note, and then we'll add another one. Okay, so now you should have 4 notes. You have a note with information like I did progress reports. You have an actual homework one with check boxes and 5 homework assignments. You have a note with a graphic, a title, and text. And you have the Google Keep extension with the web address that you copied and the note that was taken. Now, down at the bottom of these notes, as you hover over them, you can see you've got some options. So the first thing we're going to do is look at color coding. So I want you to go through the 4 notes that you have and change them to a color besides white. And you can go ahead and hit pause on the video and color code your notes. So you want each one of them a different color. Now that you have them colored, we're going to go back and add labels. So when you hover over is when you're going to get these options. We're going to add a label. So you're going to click it, choose Add Label, and then you can enter the label name, and you can search for your notes by the names of the labels. So if I wanted to call this Keep, I can hit enter, and that label shows up right here. So if I wanted to go back and search, I could search by labels and label them. So what I want you to do is pause the video and then go back and label at least one of your notes. And it doesn't matter what label you give it, just go ahead and label it. So go ahead and hit pause and then label one of your notes. Okay, so now that you have one of your notes labeled, take a look at how you can go through. I mean, let's say you had more than 4 notes. You had 25 notes that you wanted to search for. You can go up and hit search, and it's going to search for either lists, images, or URLs. It'll search for labels. You'll notice here that label that I added, and it'll search for places. So if anything has an address, or it can search by colors. So if I wanted to pull up all the notes that had the label Keep, I could click on Keep, and then you can see that I have one that shows up, and that's because I only had one with that label for Keep. So that's how you go through and add those. Let's go ahead and get back, and then we're back to keep. Okay, we've got a couple more things to do before we're finished. So the next thing that I'd like for you to do is to add a reminder to one of these. Let's go ahead and add it to the dance. So if you look at the dance, or whatever your image was, I'm going to click the Remind Me, and then I can pick a date and time, or I can pick a place. Let's say I want reminded about this for some reason tomorrow. I'm going to click Tomorrow, and then you'll notice that you can see the reminder is here, tomorrow at 8 a.m. So again, what I want you to do is pause the video, and then I want you to add a reminder to one of your notes. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is look at how you can share notes. Again, if you hover over one of your notes and you get the options here at the bottom, one of which is going to be share. So you're going to take your share icon, click it, and you're going to share to me. Just start typing Mrs. Sherman. It should show up from the list, and then hit save, and then done, and then you're going to see on the note that little picture of my icon, and that means that that's shared to me. So again, what I want you to do is pause the video, pick one note, and share it to me. Okay, now that you've shared that note to me, one of those, let me show you what that's going to look like. If I go back to my account in my Google Keep, you're going to see right here, this says from student 25, which is the name of the account that I'm working on with this one. So when that was shared to me, if I go back here to my account, I now have access to this note from student 25, and when you share, you give that and edit rights. So I could click on it, open it right up. Let's say I wanted to change this one and mark it as done. When I click done here, and then I go back to the student 25 account and Google Keep, you can see that now the study for test is marked off because I had marked it off in my Mrs. Sherman account. So those notes can be shared and people can edit those. It doesn't have to be a checkbox note. It can be any kind of note. Maybe if you're in a group project or something, you could start a note and work on it together. Now, if you download the app on an Android phone, you can do voice notes and recordings. You can also do drawings. So this will work across all devices as long as you're logged into it with your same school account. So there are some other options if you want to try it out on your mobile device. Feel free to use it. Hopefully this will get you a little bit more organized this year, but let's just double check on the assignment and make sure you have everything. You should have 4 notes. This progress report note was just a note with text. The homework had 5 to start with. It has to have the check boxes. This was an image note, so you had an image with a title and text, and then you had one from the Google Keep extension, which was a website. You labeled one of your notes. This one is labeled with Google Keep. You added a reminder to one of your notes, and you also shared one of your notes with me. In addition to that, all 4 of your notes are colored a different color. Okay, so with that done, what you're going to do is go ahead and screenshot this. it will save it as a JPEG or a PNG, and then you're going to upload that share to Google Classroom. Okay, that's it. Have a good day.